On this episode, we celebrate Happy Nest. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus Show. My name is Josh Burnett. As you can see, we've got a special guest with us today. We're really excited. We're coming to you live on location at Happy Nest. We're here celebrating an awesome achievement for this brand new business in Columbus. We've got some exciting questions that you have asked of this great business. But before we get started, I want to go ahead and introduce you to the owner. Why don't you go ahead and tell Columbus who you are and what we're doing here at Happy Nest.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Carlisle. My husband and I are owners of Happy Nest here in Columbus. We have come together today and to talk about a special celebration. We're having our 1-year anniversary. And so when we started this a year ago, we never thought we'd be here. It seemed like it'd be forever, but time has flown by. So we're here to talk about our store, what we're about, and our anniversary.
Awesome. Well, you know, from the very beginning, when Happy Nest first got started, my wife and I came in here. We were just moving back to Columbus, and we knew that we had to get some furniture and some very unique furniture. And so Andrea helped us out, and we're so glad that we have our own Happy Nest at our house. So Columbus, let's get into the show. So Andrea, the question that I get around town all the time is, what is Happy Nest?
We hear that a lot too. Happy Nest doesn't really say exactly what we are in our name, but Happy Nest is a home furnishing and furniture store. We sell antique decor, new decor, eclectic decor, everything that you need to, create that little nest environment within your own home. There's 4 walls, but you got to make it yours.
And is this all your things, or do you have people here that it's theirs?
Good question. Actually, we're very blessed. There are 14 of us
Wow.
here. And so it takes 14 of us to make it all happen, but everybody works together as a team and just really have that environment of a family-oriented business.
And the thing I've noticed that people really like, especially in my generation, they really like your furniture and the options that you have. What are some of the unique things that you have here?
Well, a lot of people like to decorate with primitives. So we've had cabinets from the 1800s that have been through here that were in old general stores. And so those are really neat pieces. We have elegant pieces that have come out of beautiful homes on Washington Street. We also have some great mid-century pieces that have come from here locally in Columbus. I always like it whenever we can recoup those items that have been in historic homes here in Columbus and get those back out there in the community.
Very cool. Well, I asked you that question, and they asked me, what is Happy Nest? And the way that I describe it oftentimes is, it's a real living Pinterest. You know what I mean? You don't need to look online for ideas. You just come here and they've already made it for you. So Columbus, you have to come to Happy Nest. Andrea, how did Happy Nest get started?
Happy Nest has always been kind of in the back of my mind. I actually started out selling home interiors a lot of years ago and doing floral arrangements. And then I went into, other lines because we had children and things happen. So I was a vendor for about 6 years and worked in vendor malls, and so really just wanted my own thing. Always have, that idea and that push of what's going to, if I ever had my place, this is what I do, and this is what I do. So we opened, and my husband left his job at 25 years.
Wow.
I know, big step, but you got to go for those dreams.
Yeah.
And so then Happy Nest kind of came.
How have, I was contacted by your daughter, Dearney,
Yes.
and we went to high school together. Is this a family thing together?
It is very much a family thing. My mother actually picked out the building. She pushed for me to be in this building. And I kind of went, as a daughter does, kicking and screaming into the building. But it is just the most perfect place. And like on our grand opening, my sister was here, my mom was here, and Dad comes in, and Mom wraps items behind the counter. Daughters work, son works. So yeah, very much so.
And Columbus, many times we celebrate as a community downtown businesses, but the thing that I think is so special about Happy Nest is we're right here in the heart of Columbus. And this is actually my favorite part of Columbus, and you might not know this, but my family was actually raised just like a block away.
Nice.
And so this is a really special place. You've got like Sweet Rose Bakehouse.
Awesome.
You were telling me, you know, you guys kind of have a really cool thing together.
We do. It's kind of like a little village right here. We've got an awesome B&B across, you know, from us, that home that everybody in Columbus knows. And then we've got Sweet Rose. And you just have to go to Sweet Rose. What a great lunch. Ashland Lee Cakes. We've got Faith in Photography. Quick Signs. You know, all small business owners who just really put out their great vibes. And, you know, in an excellent community, you have to have these excellent little shops, and they're all right here.
What have you enjoyed about your first year in business here in Columbus?
Oh my goodness, so many things. Number one, love getting to spend every day with my husband. I'm sure he feels the same way.
Yes.
But we have just had the opportunity to meet such wonderful people in this community. I thought, having worked for the school corporation, that I had met a lot of people, but mercy. The lovely ladies and supportive women and families, card groups, different ladies groups that come through, they're just absolutely fabulous. If they can't, I mean, there is no way that you can stand behind this counter and have those people come through that door every day, day in and day out, and not just smile.
Tell us, I wanted to hear something. There was something really cool that someone came on, one of your longtime customers, and I know you would never tell people this, but it's really cool. HGTV actually came here.
They did.
Tell us about this, because people don't know about this.
They did. It hasn't aired yet, to my knowledge. I was supposed to get an email, but I don't know whether I ever will or not. We're just hoping that someone will say, hey, I saw it, and we'll get to see it. They did. A local couple was chosen to be on one of the shows from HGTV, and we were blessed, I mean, and completely surprised whenever I got the call on April Fool's Day.
Oh, wow.
Which I thought, oh, yeah, right. They said, you know, this is HGTV, and we'd like to talk to you about coming to film in your store. And I'm like, you know, which one of my friends is this on the other end? But whenever the emails started coming through, I realized it was real. And they did. They came and they walked through and they filmed, and it was a really neat experience. We were still in our infancy, very much so. So, but yeah, it was very, very neat.
That's cool. I remember our very first episode of the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show, the last question we had is, what is one of the best kept secrets in Columbus? And I talked about a part called Mead Village, but then also I said, hey, there's this business called Happy Nest, and they're not going to be a secret very long because everything you have here is so awesome. How do you keep up with such high quality merchandise here?
You know, we set that forth up front with our vendors. It's even in our contract. There are certain things that we just don't want. Columbus is a high quality community, and they deserve high quality merchandise. And so while it takes more of your time and more of your effort to bring that kind of merchandise, it's very much worth it, because in the end, that's what you become known for. And so we really wanted to make sure that that was a special part that we could offer back to Columbus.
How can we as a community continue to support you and Happy Nest in your business?
Well, we have already been very overwhelmed with all the support that we've received from Columbus, and I just have to say thank you for that. But our one-year celebration that we're talking about, it's going to be on Saturday, November the 12th. We're going to be open from 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. We're staying open late. There are so many events going on in the fall time with celebrations and churches doing different bazaars. So we're staying open late so that everybody can make it in, giving away lots of merchandise. So the best thing that we could ask for is just continued support. Come and join in that day. Let us thank you. We're having lots of giveaways. So let us thank you for the support you've already given.
And pretty soon you're going to be having Small Business Saturday after that.
That's a big day. That's a big day. It's Saturday after Black Friday. And so that's November the 26th. We'll be open regular hours that day, though, 10 to 6. And again, the whole store is going to be 10% off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you'll get 2 opportunities in the month of November to shop at Happy Nest with a discounted. Everything in the store will be on sale.
There's a lot of great items here today, but there's going to be a lot of new things coming too, right?
A lot of new things, including Christmas.
Oh, nice.
So we'll reset the whole store before our celebration on the 12th, and it will be Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
Overnight, it'll be Christmas.
Well, Andrea, I want to thank you so much for being on the Hashtag Celebrate Columbus show. We've learned a lot about Happy Nest, you know, we also want to celebrate the fact that 1 year you've been here.
I know.
That's so cool. But before we go, we like to give our guests an opportunity to ask Columbus the question of the day.
Oh.
So if you could ask Columbus any question, you know, what would you say?
Well, I think I would ask Columbus, what can we do to better serve you, to make your home your happy nest? We always want to have what they want. So what can we do?
Well, make sure, that's such a great question, Andrea. In the comments, make sure to answer that question, because Andrea is trying to, you know, make this store better and just keep making this Columbus's happy nest. You were saying off camera, this isn't just your store. You want this to be Columbus's store.
Absolutely, absolutely. When they come through the door, so many people say, oh, I'm in my happy place, I'm in my happy nest. And so that's what we want to continue. We want them to feel that way. Take a little ownership in it. It's yours. It's here for you.
Awesome. Well, Columbus, you heard it. Saturday, November 12th from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come and celebrate Happy Nest. I want to thank you for watching this edition of the #Celebrate Columbus show. You keep asking questions, and we'll keep celebrating Columbus together.